Alright, so I've been kind of struggling a little bit over here to try to find out how I'm going to record this, how to set this up. I'm currently in my car. I was like, you know what, let's do something a little bit different for this video since I'm kind of explaining a situation that's kind of annoying. So yeah, that's how we're going to do. Hopefully it won't shake too much. Don't mind this. I forgot to shave this morning. Honestly, this video just came out of the blue and I was like, I got to make a video about this, and here we are. And I also didn't just want to play Roblox. I wanted to just record this video out for you guys, be honest with you guys here, tell you guys my true self. But anyways, yeah, MTD situation, what happened to it. So I kind of made this video because a lot of you guys were asking me to play MTD. You guys saw that I quit the channel for a little bit and then I came back and I asked you guys what game to play, and a lot of you guys were asking for me to play MTD, and I'm just not going to play it because it's just a whole situation. I'm kind of here to kind of explain it, and before you guys get the wrong idea, there's no really beef with anything like that. I'm just kind of explaining it and why I personally don't want to play it and don't want to, you know, make videos on it. So yeah, I guess it's important for me to start off by talking about the creation of MTD. So MTD only came to be because I've always dreamed about making a tower defense game. If you guys have been following the channel for a while, you guys would know that I've tried making many tower defenses in the past and it just never really worked out. I almost released one a while ago, but then I just quit on it. And then MTD was the first one that I actually published because No Name and I started working on it. He found me through my Discord server, and it started off really well. You know, we were making characters. It was fun. It was kind of like just a fun side project. I never really thought it would really, you know, blow up. I just kind of made it quickly over there with No Name, and I thought it was cool. He thought it was cool, and we went over here and published it. And for the first 5 updates or so, I'd say everything is fine. I used to, you know, make the character. I made the characters, I made the models, the animations, the lobby, the UI, aka some stuff was kind of because it was my first project, the first time working on something like that. So a lot of stuff could use changing, but like the lobby, I made the UI, and a lot of the ideas was me. No Name really coded everything. He put everything together. I made the pieces, he put everything together. And that's how it was for the most part, for the most of the updates. And then how it would work is like every Wednesday or so, I would give the update to No Name. I would give him the items. Max by Wednesday, I would give him the stuff. And then on Friday, the updates would come out. Which, was it a little bit too soon? You know, give him the stuff Wednesday to code it till Friday? Yes. But that's just how it was working for our schedules. And that's how it was. None of us were complaining, right? Christmas update comes around, everything gets released, whatever. Fast forward to when we started having problems was during the villains event. That's when it really like got off track. There was a couple inconveniences here and there, but the main thing was during the villains event where we dropped it. And then I gave my stuff too late, and it was a pretty big event, and I did send my stuff too late. It was my fault on that part, and I did apologize, but it was just because at that moment I had just so much personal life stuff going on that I just could not find time to work and stuff, and it just started impacting the channel as well. If you notice, before November, which is when I started working on the game, my channel was like growing really, really fast. You guys were following my videos, everything, and as soon as I started working on the channel, it slowly started falling. Why? Mostly because the quality of the videos dropped because I just tried to rush the videos because I wanted to work back on the game, and I also missed a lot of upload days because I just had to focus on the game. So that happened. I got the update delayed. I gave it to him on Thursday, I believe. It was not the full villains event, it was a part 2, so it was only 3 units, but even then it was too rushed for him to get it through. And then that's what kind of spiraled everything because No Name complained that it was too late, and yes, it was too late. But then that little argument spiraled into a lot of big stuff because then they complained that, by they, I mean the people on the Discord server at that time, complained that I always submitted stuff late when it had always been on Wednesdays. It had always been on that day. Like, nobody ever complained to me. No Name never walked up to me and never sent me a message saying, hey, could you submit it a little bit earlier? So in my mind, I was like, okay, it's okay. Like, it seemed too rushed, but he never complained and he always got it done. So I'm just assuming it's good, right? So that's what I just kept going on my part. And obviously it was not good. He felt rushed, but again, I never heard it. But anyways, then we were having a discussion on the Discord server, and this turned from DMs to like Discord general, and a lot of people were taking sides to sides. And then I believe it was like 3 people, I don't know. But then they were disagreeing with me, and I got mad because then they started saying that I didn't work enough on the game and that I didn't put enough effort on the game. Even though it's a lie, even though I gave up on doing a lot of things with my friends, even though I gave up on doing a lot of things for the channel to work on the game, I was basically getting called lazy for not doing even more for the game or getting one update late. Like, I would have understood if it was every update was late, but it was that one update that was really late. Again, they considered Wednesday late, but they never told me anyway, so there was no way for me to know that I was too short for him. But basically, I just got, I don't want to say attacked because like it was not really that bad, but they were just complaining to me about that update that I gave stuff late. So then I got mad, they got mad, and we just kind of stopped. And then after that, that's when everything really went bad, because it was when No Name asked for me to give him the rights to the game. Since I had too much personal stuff going on, I should just give up on the game. And I was pissed because, yeah, I had personal stuff going on, but I was still putting effort into getting the updates for the game. And people wanted change to the game, yes, but we had to wait because there was stuff going on. I wasn't just going to fully give up on the game. And then that whole thing happened, and then I just kind of said, okay, I'm not working on the game. And then No Name asked for the game. I said no, because the game was under my group. I would have to give him my group, and I said, I'm not giving you my group. You can have this stuff for the game and just republish the game under your group, aka why the game now is like a whole different game on another group, because my group was made by a friend of mine that gave it to me a while ago. So I was not just going to give away that to No Name after that. And then we kind of just went our separate ways. So to kind of sum it up, I just felt undervalued for part of it, because after that one time where we had the disagreement, I had a lot of people in that Discord server that I considered friends just kind of say stuff to me that I was like, you don't know what's going on. A lot of people said that I was just lazy because I was playing Marvel Rivals, because on my Discord server, it said, on my Discord thing, it said Marvel Rivals I was playing. They didn't realize that I have siblings and my Discord account is connected to the consoles, so just assume that every day I was on Marvel Rivals, I wasn't dealing with personal stuff or anything. So I was pretty mad at that, because then when I tried explaining myself, they just said that I was manipulative, even though quite literally one of them told me to quit my YouTube channel to focus on the game, because that would give me more money in the long run. And I was like, that one I got pissed off, because none of the game would have been possible without the channel. And then they told me to stop making FNAF TD videos, to make MTD videos. And I was like, no, you're not going to tell me how to boss around my channel after you already complained about the game. So then there was just a whole disagreement. And since I wasn't active on the Discord server, because when the game first released, I was pretty active on the Discord server, but after I got busy with stuff, I had barely any time to work on the game. I had to go ahead and just fully focus my time on the game. I couldn't focus my time on talking on the Discord server. So then they were complaining how I didn't talk in the Discord server anymore, the community, and I didn't play the game. I'm like, what do you want, bro? I'm not having much time to do stuff. Do you want me to focus on the game? Do you want me to be active on the Discord server? Do you want me to play the game? It doesn't make sense. And then they complained that I didn't make videos on the game as often. But if you guys scrolled back, I believe I had like 3 videos on the game. I deleted one of them. Apologies. The videos that I posted on the game did not do well. If you go over there, I'd be posting videos that get like 10,000 views. 10,000, post a video on the game, max 1,000. I'm trying not to shake the camera too much over here so it doesn't look too bad. But then you would see like 10,000 views, 10,000 views, 10,000 views, 100 views on the game. And I treating this like a business, you know, I have my game and I have my YouTube. That's how you're supposed to treat things. And then they got mad because I wasn't making videos on the game. But like, you guys don't understand, my YouTube is a business. You know, I've been doing this for a while. It's my priority over the game. And apparently that was a bad thing to say, because they got pissed that I said that I prioritize the YouTube. They're like, if you don't prioritize the game, then you shouldn't work on the game. And it's like, bro, I've put the past 5 years of my life into this YouTube channel. I'm not about to drop it for a game. Like, I'm sorry, I love the game. I worked on the game really hard as well as you guys, but I'm not prioritizing over my channel that I've been working on for 5 years, which is that crazy to say? I don't understand. But anyways, I said I wasn't going to prioritize that, and then they said that I was greedy because I said that I make more money from YouTube, so I'm going to prioritize YouTube. They said that's greedy, even though it's a fact. I make more money from YouTube than I make from the game, and it's also something I've spent the past 5 years of my life on. Like, what? And then they complained about that. They said I was greedy because I was prioritizing YouTube that makes me more money, even though I'm prioritizing the thing that I've spent more time on. But anyways, like I said, No Name asked for access to the game. I said no, I'm not giving away the group. And then they all got mad at me because I was not giving away the group, even though, again, it's a group that my friend made for me. Why am I shaking, bro? It's a group that my friend made for me, so I'm not about to give that away to you guys and just give up on it. So I gave him the rights to the game. He went ahead, republished the game, blah, 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 blah. And that's pretty much the end of the story. Ever since then, I have not talked to them. I know that the game has been doing fairly well with player-wise. Last time I checked, they were averaging 100 players. I don't know, something like that. But I have not been playing it. I just find it ironic, though, that, like, during that whole, like, argument that we were having, a lot of people were calling me lazy also for the way I make my units. And it's like, again, guys, this was my first game. It was my first time making units. So they were complaining that the units weren't as high quality as, like, other games. But then I find it kind of interesting that the units that, ever since I checked it out, like, a month ago, the units have been kind of the exact same. They would always complain to me about the lobby and how I need a new lobby. I need to stop being lazy and make a new lobby. But the lobby's still the same from when I left, at least last time I checked. The UI, they told me to change the UI about a bunch of times, annoying me about it. The UI is still the same. So, I don't know. I just felt very annoyed because I was clearly putting effort into the game, but I'm not a person who shares stuff. Because you guys gotta know that me and No Name and all those people, we do not know each other. We did not know each other in real life. And I'm not about to share my whole life story with some, I'm sorry, strangers online. That's pretty much what it's called. There's somebody parked right in front of me now while I'm recording this. But I was not about to share my whole life story with strangers online and say, oh, I'm busy here, I'm doing this and that. And I did tell them. And when I did try to tell them that I was busy, they were like, oh, but I have a life too. Well, that's too bad. That's on you. You guys are also in a whole other country, a whole other time zone. I can't do everything that you want on your instant. So yeah, there was a whole argument. I stopped working on MTD. I was like, you know what? I need to prioritize the thing or two because my channel, that's why my channel is where it is right now, where like a lot of the views are very inconsistent. I'll post a video that's really well. There's a video that's really bad. Because I kind of didn't take on, I should have stayed on that serve. Now that I think about it, I should have kept working on the channel while it was growing up instead of stopping to work on MTD. Don't get me wrong, I don't wish for the game to fail. Now that they're working on it, they can keep publishing their updates. Hopefully they succeed. But me personally, I'm just not going to make a video on it because I did not like the way that things went down. I did not like the way that I was treated or like the way that my work was treated, especially because like I had to, criticizing is okay. Because I'm going to admit it, a lot of the maps, a lot of the UI, they can be changed. It can be better, you know? But I just constantly heard those complaints while I was working there. They'd be asking me to do something, and I'd be like, hey, can you work on, do another map for the lobby? I'm like, okay, but I'm doing this, and I don't have enough time. Do you want me to prioritize this? And then they'll complain, calling me lazy for not doing both, even though, you know, guys, I have a life. I have a YouTube channel, I have school, I have work, I have people to see. Like, I can't just close myself off. I'm sorry. I'm not as antisocial as some people see, but I'm not going to close off from my friends. And you guys may be saying, oh, but you got to prioritize the game over your friends. Well, it's not how it works. I'm not going to close myself off, shut down, and be locked in my room all day working on the game when I have my girlfriend, I have things to do. It's just simply not how that works. So, yeah, I probably should have made this video a while ago because the situation happened back in January, end of January, early March. But then a lot of you guys have been asking me to play MTD now that it kind of started getting more players. And I just thought it was like, you know, explanation video on why I will not make more videos on it. There's no beef, at least from my side, on like No Name and like the devs or whatever. Hopefully, you know, the game succeeds, but that was just kind of like explaining what happened. I also felt like during that time, the fact that I wasn't active on the Discord server like hurt my image, because there was a lot of people who would joke around saying that like, oh, I'm not doing anything or else I'm lazy, and they would obviously be joking, calling me lazy and saying that I wasn't doing anything. But then like me not being active to kind of defend myself also created that image, and like people just started to believe. I don't know. It's raining now. Just making this even more dramatic. But yeah, I think I covered every part of the story. I'm not going to be making any more videos in that game just because of the way that everything went down. Again, I felt like my work was not being appreciated because, again, was it the best work? No, it was not. But it was still a lot of effort being put on the game. That's what made me the most pissed off during that whole argument, was because I did put effort into the game. I did put time in my day. I made a lot of stuff for the games, the character models, the renders, the ideas for the game, everything from the game basically. No Name did make a couple characters, and he also did give some ideas. I'm not just going to say I did everything, but a lot of it, hopefully the audio's not bad because of the rain now, but a lot of it was me. So then getting called lazy for getting one update wrong, and then like just getting attacked basically, because it was like 5 people versus me, getting attacked basically was just not fun. And I'm a person who directs, like, I'm not going to take stuff from people. That's just how I am. So we kind of had a whole back and forth because I was not going to drop it. He was not going to drop it. So you know what? The best way was just to part ways, and I quit my way from MTD. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not going to go on anymore else, guys. New videos soon. Drop some video ideas. Please. 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 Please.